All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Jujutsu Kaisen, Season 2, Episode 5.
All right, we had a great one be awakened, a most honored one. And
Yeah.
while he basked in that light, another one was swallowed in the darkness. He did not see light. He saw madness and horror.
Good trip, donut trip.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
We are seeing the schism form very naturally here. It was Ghetto's worst day.
Yeah. And yet, even at the end, he was
It was
still...
Ghetto's best day.
Well, yeah. He was on fire, yeah. And yet Ghetto was still like, no, but we need to... Like, we can't just become like that, right?
He is
like,
holding on as tightly as he can despite everything around him screaming at him to let go.
Despite the fact how this ends up, I would not be surprised if the world has Ghetto to thank for the fact that while Gojo is irresponsible, he is not a monster. Like, that could be Ghetto's doing.
Right, that could have happened. The worst... And that's the other thing, is that from Ghetto's perspective, he might still think it's where things are.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And that it's the great joke.
Right, he doesn't have an anchor anymore, so now he's just sort of... He's lost at sea without bearings, but he still thinks like, no, I haven't changed. You guys...
And yet, like, there's this part of me that's like, is he, like, on the tip of clarity and something more pushes him?
Yeah.
Because in a lot of ways, this would be the instigation for someone to, like...
Like, maybe this is with the episode where it happens, you know?
Right.
And it's like the...
And this is the instigation for Ghetto to be almost too malleable.
Right, exactly. He has the worst day, and then somehow it gets even worse. Right? And it's the, oh, fuck, you know?
Yeah, like the, oh, well, shit.
Now I can't deal with this, you know? Yeah.
But, after this episode, there's a break between the release schedule of JJK Season 2.
Yep.
So we'll be catching back up to that when it comes up afterwards. So no episode recording, set up after this one. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Whoa!
Oh! Okay.
Whoa!
All right. Wow.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Whoa!
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, look at him.
He doesn't need me anymore. Gotcha.
Feels so far away. Yeah.
Almost infinitely far. Oh.
Okay, so we're getting to this part of it. It was hidden inventory for a while, but now... Rinse, repeat. Oh. Fuck. Just...
To, protect them?
Yep. God. Oh, you can feel the madness just slowly... The meaninglessness of it all. Oh.
Shit. Is that rain or is it applause?
Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
And with that, the silence.
Yeah.
If he can just dehumanize them,
then
peace. It just becomes so much...
Now...
Alright.
God, those eyes are so dead.
Hmm.
自分にできることを精一杯頑張るのはそうかそうだな君がゲトウ君どんな女がタイプかな
Wait.
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 Hang on.
Wait.
Hang on.
That's someone else's line.
Yeah, yeah. Does Best Boy have a big sister?
Maybe.
を見る目には自信があります
Or an idol, like,
Or a mom?
or a mom.
今のは皮肉だよ失礼します素直で可愛いじゃないかもっと人を疑うべきかとゲトウ君は答えてくれないのか
Ah.
どちら様弓術師つくもゆきって言えばわかるか
Oh.
なあなたがいいね
Oh.
どうしたの特級のくせに任務を待っ
Special grade and
Wow.
私高専って嫌い
holy shit. Just casually a special grade. Just, hey, what's up?
ここの人たちがやってるのは対症療私は原因療法がしたい
Yeah.
呪霊を狩るんじゃなくて呪霊の生まれない世界を
Hmm.
Whoa.
That sounds pretty good for him.
Oh, yes, actually,
呪
yeah.
霊とは何かな
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably know better than anybody else.
檻のように積み重なりすると呪霊の生まれない世界の作り方は
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
全人類から呪力
Eliminate mankind.
全人類に呪力のコ
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
結構いい線いくと思ったんだモデルケースもいたしね全員当時
Oh, shit, yeah.
で呪力が一般人に
Yeah.
はいくつか見てきたけど世界中探しても彼一人だった彼の面白い
Damn. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Seen that, yeah.
呪力ゼロにもかかわらず五感で呪霊を認識できた呪力を完全に
That's a
消さる
Yeah, that is definitely a strange case.
体勢を得たんだよ彼は負けたことは恥じなくていい振られてしまってね転用呪縛はサンプルも少ない私の今の本命は2だねトロールを可能にさせる
But how would you do something like that?
術師からは呪霊は生まれないんだよ術師本人が死後呪いに転ずるのを除いてね
Like with Jujutsu Kaisen Zero.
負担が少ない講師による呪力の消費量やキャパの差もある術師の呪力は本人の中を
And so it doesn't like build up and stagnate?
全人類が術師になれば、呪いは生まれない
Because they would just actively be using it.
術師を皆殺しにすればいいじゃん
And there it is.
Yep.
それはありだいやそれが一番
He's like, I said that as a dark joke.
いい術師を間引きつつ生存戦略として術師に適応して要は進化
Whoa, now the clapping comes
鳥
back.
たち恐怖や危機感を使ってね私はそこまでいかれてない
Whoa. And then the rain, yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
わからないんです術師を守るためにあると考えていました私の中で非術師の
He's being just honest. Yeah.
弱者ゆえの尊さ弱者ゆえの醜さができなくなってしまっている術師を見下す自分それを否定する自分マラソンゲームその果てのビジョンがあまりに曖昧本音かわからないどちらも本音じゃないよ
Whoa.
Cool. Okay.
And then
まだその段階じゃない非術師を見下す君それを否定する
wow.
これらはただの思考された可能性だ本音にするのかは君がこれから選択するんだよ
Wow, she
Yeah.
she could have saved him
Right.
just by her words here, but something
Yep.
made him choose
Right.
killing them all.
これからは特級同士3人仲良くしよう
Ha ha ha!
私から言っておきます聖正体のことは気にしなくていいもう一人別の聖正体がいたかすでに新しい天元は安定しているよ
So what was the point of it?
Uh-huh.
And that's the thing that breaks him.
Or maybe.
タイプ聞いてね
Oh yeah.
討伐任務のはずだったのにくそうぶす長見信号あれは土地が
Tired boy.
Yeah.
一級案件だ今はとにかく休め任務は悟
He
り
needs to rest. Yeah.
もうあの人一人でよくないですかマラソンゲームその果てにあるのは仲間の屍の山だとしたら
Oh. All right.
これは何ですかこの2人が一連の事件の原因でしょう違いますこの2人は頭がおかしい村人をたびたび襲うのです私が取り除きました私の孫もこの2人
Oh.
Wow.
美術師を見下す綺麗する君どちらを本音にするのかは
And then he just kills him.
一旦外に出ま
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the face. Yep.
Uh-huh. Holy shit. Yeah. Holy shit.
112 residents. Oh, they know it was him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
聞こえてますよ。はっつったんだ。
Fuck.
おそらく両親も手にか
なわけねえだろ。
Yeah.
取る何が何だかわからんのだ
Huh.
She hasn't gotten the news yet.
Yeah, but look how his attitude has just
Uh-huh.
completely adjusted.
Yeah.
一応聞くけど冤罪だったりする
Oh.
重ねて一応
They're
Oh.
just
な世界を作るのだ。誰でも彼でも理解し
whoa.
どうせ誰も理解してくれないって腐るのもだと思うけどあ、ゲトいたよそう、新宿殺されたくないもん
Are you fighting him basically?
Yeah, yeah,
No, I
yeah.
don't want to get killed.
Right.
I love how they're all kind of muted out in their colors.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one that's standing out.
証拠から聞いただろ。以下でもないさ。だから術師以外親も親だけ特別というわけにはいかないだろ。
I burned the ships.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
この人たちだけ
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
聞いてね。殺しはしねえんじゃなかったのか。
Oh.
意義もね。
Damn.
術師殺して術師だけの世界を作る。もうしねえことをせこせこやんの。意味ねえっつんだよ。君にならできるだろう。佐藤。
You could do it easily.
自分にできることをできやしないと言い聞かせるのか。
Damn. Yeah, you're not saying I shouldn't. You're saying it's impossible, so why
君
try?
は五条悟だから最強なの。五条悟なのか。もし私が君になれるのなら地に足がつくと思わないか。生き方は決めた。自分にできることを精一杯やるさ。
Yeah, you can't do it.
殺したければ殺せ。それには意味がある。
Wow.
なぜ俺
And that's that.
Yeah.
And that's fucking that. Yep.
悪か
先生、俺強いよね。
名前
俺だけ強くてもダメらしいよ。
True.
Because I didn't have an answer for him.
ベルナは他人に救われる準備があるやつだけだ。万世教は解体されたはずだが。
でも根っこは同じさ
呪いと金が
Damn, here he is. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
本当にその格好で出るのか
はったりは大事だ。よく見てなさい。
Yeah. Wow. So they're gonna grow up to be, because there were a bunch of
この団体は私
the.
のものです。
It's like sporadic clapping to be like a war drum, you know.
皆さんは今後、私に従ってください。困りましたね。よろしければ壇上へ。あなたです。さて、サルは私に従い。これが私の選んだ本命。
Yeah.
サルとも。シグロめぐみくんだよね。
Wow.
あんた誰っていうか
He's doing with that information what he
Wow,
will.
and
君のお父さんさ、
Yeah.
framed through a hole. Okay.
の家系なんだけど、僕が低レベルのろくでなしで君を作ったってわけ。見える側だし、もっとなんでしょう。全員家は才能大好き。するのが大体4から6歳。バイバイのタイミングとしてはベータだ。っておいた最高のカード。
You're telling him.
Yeah.
つくでしょう。僕が
別にあいつがどこで何してようと興味ない
Wow.
何年も会ってないから顔も覚えてない話は大体分かった
Yep. Damn.
昨日母親も少し前から帰ってないもう俺たちは用済みで二人でよろしくやってるって
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
First grader?
Yeah.
お父さんのこと知りたくなったらいつでも聞いて。
I thought he was like 10 or something.
君はどうしたい？全員家行きたい？
そこに行けば積み木は幸せになれるのか
Uh-huh.
それは断言できる。あとは任せてください。強くなってよ。僕に置いていかれないくらい。
Wow.
Oh.
And now we're coming back.
Okay.
And now we're coming back.
でも寝るんだな。
Oh! Oh!
All right.
Oh, we're back!
起きた。
Oh!
ちょっとその椅子
Ah, he's in the chair at the beginning of the OP. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
何笑ってんすか。
I just had a nice sleep. Nice dream. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
All right.
I mean, if you're gonna do a backstory, like, give us that backstory, you know?
Yep.
There might be an end credit scene, but it looks like it's just the ED. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. No, come on up here.
Yeah. Yeah, the special grade sorcerer that's just another. I love it because it sets up something that can be used later, but it's just like JJK 0, where it's the there's only 4 special grade sorcerers in total.
Right.
So now we know all 4 of them.
Oh,
and it's
sure.
the oh shit, this one's actually fucking awesome. She's like, yeah, I'm trying to change things for the better.
Yeah.
Best way to do it is either to get rid of everybody's cursed energy or to give everybody the opportunity to be able to control it. I'm like, shoot, those are Mass Effect style endings.
Right.
Yeah. I like both of them.
And Geto's
and then Geto's
the obvious
you could
one.
you could just kill everybody that can't use it, and then you get the first one.
Yeah.
And then
That
she's
is the
like,
more direct,
yeah, that would be
easier option.
the easiest way to do it, but I'm not crazy enough to do that.
Yeah.
God, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
And at Jujutsu High, they didn't have the warning signs if,
All right, and that's
Okay.
That's it. That's the backstory. That's the flashback and Gojo's mind, just thinking back on what led to this point.
And
Geto had his sequence completely broken.
And I love that it wasn't just one bad day.
Oh, no.
It's all this
He
shitty stuff
sat on
happened.
this for a year.
Yeah. Like he held out as long as he could, but eventually all this shit just kept adding up. And I love that right after the whole thing of the interaction with another special grade that's not Gojo, that theoretically could really help him out here, and said very helpful stuff of not saying, oh, you can't have hatred for non-jujutsu sorcerers. It's
that's not your true feelings.
but that's not your true feelings. You're conflicted, so you need to choose what your true feelings actually are, right? They're both aspects that you need to contend with, and so what do you actually feel? And then after that, probably because of the bumbling, constantly not being very helpful, reputation that she has, it's oh, by the way, that whole mission that you guys went on and the struggle and the friend that died, that was completely meaningless.
Yep.
It didn't matter. So, but don't worry, because that means it's all still fine. But, yeah.
Yeah, Tengen's fine. All of that, there was another star plasma vessel that could have been used. Or just another one's been born.
Right.
Either way, who knows? So, all right. Good luck with that. Have fun.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, what was his type again? I never figured that out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
that
His
was
type
amazing.
is Jujutsu sorcerers at the very least.
Yeah. I loved her character, Yuki, coming in here and just kind of giving us a fun thing in the story to be like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
I'm number 4.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, you have that. All right. Awesome. Then he's out of the story. Going back to potentially being one to give us a end game for this series with regards to how they solve the problem of cursed spirits just haunting and hurting people.
Yeah.
So that's that. But then he has a classic job where it's humans torturing and abusing kids because, they're scared and don't know what's going on and doing classic human things.
Yep.
And it's what? After all that, I actually have a thing that I can do here. Yeah, I can choose this. Yep. Kills everybody. Immediately, of course they know. Of course they know. And then it's the Gojo. Yeah.
That happened. Yep.
And God, I love the way it presented Geto's mind slipping to then contrast that with the point where when we see him after the event, he looks like a new man. He looks like he's fully
free.
Revitalized.
Yeah.
He has no more inner
happy.
conflict. And it's just that's so...
It just suddenly got so much easier.
Yeah, that's just such a powerful way to do it because it's then the whole worldview and Jujutsu Society and all that was the thing that was killing him.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
So once he lets himself be free
and the
goes
tough
on his
part is,
rampage, what do you know? All of his health issues, he gets clarity, he has purpose. It's just
It's the
that's
thing
so
that
fucked.
I want to bring up here.
Yeah.
Is that Gojo and him had this exact same conflict
Mm.
and consideration.
Sure.
But Gojo actually genuinely considered it, and as a result, he was able to choose otherwise.
Yeah.
Whereas with Geto, he was not allowing himself to genuinely consider it until suddenly he snapped
Yeah.
in a very understandable situation to snap, right?
Right.
And then suddenly it's I'll just, he ended up choosing the thing that he didn't want to choose because he didn't ever allow himself to actually truly consider that choice.
Right. Like Yuki also kind of did. She said, I'm not crazy enough to do that.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, it's he never snapped. Geto, very much like what he's planning to do, Geto is chipped away.
Right.
And Gojo's like, what? You can't just chip away at something that's impossible. And then Geto's like, almost like, look at me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Right.
it happened. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yes.
And
and
also,
you have the gall to say, oh, it's not possible. Not
Right.
the thing that I told you of we should, we actually should. You then say it's impossible when it's no,
Yeah.
but you actually could do it, Gojo.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And you even
Wow.
considered it, but you don't. So why don't you? This would be so much easier if you were helping me. Like if if it was us against the world, right? Like it'd be over in an instant.
I love how it comes down to it that in Geto's mind, it's not even that he wants to kill all non-sorcerers.
It's that he just wants them to not be around.
He just wants them to not be around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's so fucked because you can see how a regular ass person would come to Geto's viewpoint really easily.
Yep.
And that's what I love about good villains like this is that when you actually break down what makes them believe these things a certain way, you go, oh shit, damn it, I understand it. Because in a lot of ways, you want to be able to just demonize or
Yes.
dehumanize your villains and go, well, that's just insanity. And it's yes, but that's not the point. It's that, oh no, the way they came to this process here makes sense.
Or another way to put it, don't trivialize the danger of that way of thinking by saying that it's insanity.
Right.
Because it's not. It's horrifically amoral, but there's a logic to it, right? Geto is right. If he gets rid of all the non-sorcerers,
There won't be any more.
there won't be any more curses.
Except for the fact that there's cursed
Jujutsu
energy.
sorcerers can.
Well, cursed energy still will exist.
No, right.
Yeah, so it'll be anything. It'll be cursed spirits will exist, but they will be subjugated.
Yeah.
And that's probably where it's also no one would actually know what that world would actually look like, but they have a pretty good idea that we would be strong enough to handle it, and then because of the way Jujutsu Society is already so based on hereditary passing down of traits with setting up things with the powers of the kids and stuff, it's already in a fucked kind of bloodlines situation already.
Yep.
So the idea that that kind of selective breeding and prepared like power based
Right. We're gonna
couples to then
sell
form
kids
super
off
kids
to
and stuff and selling of kids.
Yeah.
It's already super fucked in that regard, and that's the corruption. That's the thing that is
Right.
eating away at it.
And the fact
Geto's
that-
like, I'm just going to eat it away faster.
Exactly, because there is a lot of injustices and such, and so the what do we do about it? That is a very serious question to ask, and
hey, we just
and
met
Geto has a very direct, practical solution. Heavy air quotes, right?
Yeah.
But it is a thing that he's like, hey, it'll address part of the problem, right? I'm actually doing work. What are you guys doing, other special grade sorcerers?
I do like actually the idea that Yuki Tsukumo was brought into the story to basically show that she's both the worst part about Jujutsu Society and the best part. She is both equally not involved in the mundane, but
Yes.
she is thus extremely involved in the grander, bigger problem, showing that in a lot of ways, once you've done enough or you've gotten to that point where you see how things work, you do end up in a situation
Yeah.
like Ghetto where you have to then start thinking about
Right.
long-term solutions.
Every
And
special grade sorcerer probably, of the few that there are, probably
I think
has
there was
some
only
point.
4.
Yeah, I
that's-
think
she
you're
is
right.
the last one. Yeah.
And it's at some point that's a thing that you have to contend with, right?
Yeah.
Of like, so we who basically are like gods among the gods, right? Like, what do we do here for the regular people, right? Because even if Gojo goes around and he's real fast at like slapping band-aids on things, he's still just one dude.
Right, but that's why I think in the present he's so focused on prepping these kids. Basically, it's the idea that he's like, yeah, so then I will do my best to help make sure that Jujutsu Society is the best it can be, and in some ways, his little acts of rebellion, his little ways in which he is maybe doing the most he can for his best friend.
Sure.
Of like, hey, you should see some work coming in from me in this regard. I know my lazy ass is not, pulling its weight, but I would love to see how this recontextualizes a lot of the previous conversations and interactions with Gojo and Geto.
Well,
because
and
there was very much a lot of, like, there was a lot of ways in which I definitely looked at it more black and white when they interacted
Right, Geto
before.
is very much like
Geto had already kind of
archetypal, like horrible, supremacist
right.
bad guy.
He didn't seem to have any malleability. He was one where I couldn't really fully understand him at that point, and thus now we know. But it's okay, I wonder what kind of hints there were pointing back at that point that led to these kinds of things, because Gojo would have, been carrying some half of that conversation as well.
Well, and one of the things that in particular stands out to me is that all the times that Gojo talks about how like he could kill a lot of people with the power that he has, right? This conversation and the confrontation with Geto kind of highlights that and why that would be something circling around in his mind. Not even talking about non-Jujutsu sorcerers, but just when he sees like all the bad stuff that goes around in Jujutsu Society, and it's I could just kill all the people that are doing all this horrible stuff.
Right.
Like I could do that. I'm not doing that, but that is a legitimate option that I end up considering. Right.
At what point do I does Gojo kind of think like, oh, as I'm the strongest, as I'm the one that has everything lined up going so well for me, what do I use this for?
Right.
And
go shopping.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I would love to get some follow up on this with Gojo of how he kind of holds on a little bit.
Yeah.
Just having
through the little things.
Yeah, through the little things and these little interactions here.
Yeah.
And I wonder, given how we're very much setting up our trio here of their own unique flavor of dumbasses with Megami Mobara and Yuji, what will be the way in which Gojo's like, I am not passing anything on to you. Like, I'm going to be around for a long time.
Yeah.
But
hopefully
I'm going to need hopefully. But I am going to need y'all's help in a lot of things here. And we very much see multiple ways with Sukuna being just a thing in the story as well.
Right.
That there's some ways things can go sideways very quickly, and the story is not beholden to any kind of trappings now at this point, because we now know exactly where our antagonists or villains' motivations lie, not just in that they want to do this, but the reason being which that they had a year that marked their premature death, marked their the death of their humanity.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we also know exactly how difficult it would be to kill Gojo, because even if there was some kind of poison shit, he's constantly regenerating his brain.
He's literally hit that point where we knew his abilities were passive, but now we are getting to that point where
just how passive.
Just how passive and how automatic it all is.
Yep.
So, all right.
Like, no wonder it's the no. This person is the fucking strong.
Yep.
You don't just beat them. They're numbers are N/A. Right? Like it's like no grid, no measurement.
Yep.
Just yeah.
But we had multiple moments of poignant, painful, like foundational, like stepping stones for the rest of the story.
The scattered clapping as he's on stage, and then the squish.
The moment with their friend, what's her name, Shoko?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of being like, so what's the deal with these charges? Mm-hmm. She doesn't seem to really care too much. She's not shocked or anything.
Yep,
she might be in her head absolutely terrified of just like what's going on with my friend, and she's just
I think she's so
here.
completely like just disconnected that it's the interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fight him. No, you dumbass. I don't want to die. But yeah, no, he's here.
Yeah.
All right. Later, man. And she's not talking to Gojo. Right? Like.
Yeah, the visual representation over the course of the episode showing how Geto is slowly but surely coming to this realization of what he'll end up choosing.
Yep.
Was gorgeous. It's wonderful. I love to take like 100 frames.
Oh yeah.
From this episode, look at them in isolation for a bit.
Yep.
But the classic, hey, our the love story of a sundered relationship of I'm breaking up with you, Why, It's not you, it's me,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
even down to the dude who's still in his school uniform that that goes after his friend that is like rocking the like I don't know, like stereotypical like, I'm done with school, kind of like look, except it's just a bit more extreme than that.
I really noticed how like young Gojo was in this state here because he actually was about to use his ability here.
Right, in the middle of all of these people.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Gojo
that just goes to show how much Gojo needs an anchor still, because it's was it that he couldn't do it because it was his friend, or because oh fuck, I was just considering killing him even if it would mean killing 500 people, right? Like in order to do it, like
right.
Oh shit, maybe I'm
yeah.
Like
about to weigh lives at that regard here. But while Geto has his moment of realizing that he's going to kill the few to save the many, or kill the many to save them all,
right?
We have just the setup as well for how Gojo will end up acting and showing who he is and his humanity in the rest of the series. And he goes to Megami. He goes to this tiny, small, innocent boy and is just like, hey, so this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Want another way of doing things?
Right.
Yeah.
Want to hear the story about I killed your dad? I don't care. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And leave the rest to me. So that's the beginning of everything there.
Yep.
And then I love that we like change the aspect ratio, like go into like the widescreen there for transitioning into
we
the
gotta
present.
we gotta see our dumbasses. Yep. Yeah.
And yeah. Now this is a backstory.
It is.
This is a backstory for a side character.
And
I will say that it's not just for one side character, it's for a couple of them.
for a couple.
So we could be seeing in the next stage of things horrible, tragic death.
We absolutely could. The other thing that I just want to throw out there, I see very big similarities to Geto, especially now that this episode has happened, and a certain favorite villain in Yu Yu Hakusho. And I gotta say, I appreciate it.
Yes.
I appreciate it a lot.
Yes, I definitely
whether
do
it's
like
something
that,
where it's a direct homage, because JJK and Yu Yu Hakusho have a lot of like I am sure there's a ton of inspiration.
There's a lineage thing. There's a lot of things where you very clearly could see the lineage between these shonens. with some things in between though.
And yet, even if it wasn't for this direct situation with Ghetto, I love the idea that it's this is such a fundamental question. If you get into a situation where you have someone with supernatural powers that is saving people, but then they're constantly needing to, that takes its toll, and then you realize humans really aren't that great.
Yeah, you don't have to watch a special videotape for that.
Exactly.
You just have to be involved. You just have to be involved in the darker sides of humans for a little bit. You know? And also another thing, be relatively young to kind of have be a little bit more malleable in terms of the way that you think, way your brain pathways
don't have someone to
come to
talk to and process,
don't
that shit
someone
with.
to come to and process. Have also the feeling that your best friend, your brother, essentially, is also slipping away from his, side of things as well.
Right.
In that he felt like he was losing Gojo
and that's
throughout all this as well.
That's what I love so much about how this sets it up with regards to potential tragic backstory. Sudden backstory equals horrible tragic death. Is that I'm guessing the next arc is going to be the collision of red and blue, these two opposing forces and everything, right? And I feel like the two of them would actually be able to have a pretty decent conversation before they throw down.
Oh well, yeah, we've seen it. We've literally seen it. They don't throw down. They just talk to each other because they won't.
They don't want to hurt each other.
Yeah. But this is where we're at, and let's go back to our dumbasses in a couple weeks. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the full-length timer reaction of this episode, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. Any level support there gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.